On October 12, 2025, the remnants of Typhoon Halong struck Alaska's Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta, unleashing hurricane-force winds and a record storm surge. Entire villages were swallowed by water, with winds up to 78 mph, tearing apart buildings and turning daily life into chaos. In Kipnuk, water surged 6.6 feet above normal, shattering records and flooding homes, contaminating water, and leaving communities devastated. Officials now compare Halong's destruction to Hurricane Katrina, as the storm's concentrated fury has left some areas nearly wiped out, threatening a way of life that's endured for generations. In Kipnuk, Quigalingok, and Kotlik, the storm left behind a landscape of ruin, homes ripped from foundations, runways cracked, and entire villages isolated. Power lines snapped, plunging communities into darkness and cold, while at least 49 villages reported severe impacts. Families lost everything: homes, belongings, and essential hunting gear, forced to start over with nothing. The Coast Guard is monitoring for oil spills as floodwaters threaten to leak fuel from damaged storage tanks, adding environmental risk to the crisis. The scale of destruction is immense, and the need for relief is urgent. The region faces a humanitarian and environmental emergency demanding immediate action. The storm's most tragic toll is on human life. In the wake of the devastation, families are left shattered, mourning loved ones and searching for answers amid the chaos. A woman from Quigalingok was found deceased, a heartbreaking loss that has rippled through her close-knit community. 2 others remain missing as search teams battle dangerous conditions, braving floodwaters and debris in hopes of bringing closure to their families. Over 1,400 people are displaced, sheltering in crowded schools and town halls. Here, strangers become neighbors, sharing stories of harrowing escapes, profound loss, and moments of unexpected kindness. Survivors face urgent needs: clean water, food, and heat are in short supply. And every day brings new challenges as they try to rebuild some sense of normalcy. Local supplies are destroyed and power remains out, leaving entire towns in darkness and uncertainty. The cold Alaskan autumn adds to the danger, with dropping temperatures making outside aid a true lifeline for those stranded and vulnerable. For many, the trauma of survival is compounded by uncertainty and loss, as families cling to each other for comfort and strength. Communities are left clinging to hope as they await news of the missing and the arrival of help, holding on to faith that better days are ahead. The fight for survival continues in shelters across the region, where resilience and compassion shine through even in the darkest hours. In response to the unprecedented disaster, the Alaska National Guard and Coast Guard sprang into action, launching daring and complex rescue missions. Braving hazardous conditions, they airlifted dozens of stranded residents to safety from rooftops, vehicles, and piles of debris, often working through the night and in treacherous weather. Their swift response saved countless lives and brought hope to those trapped by the floodwaters. All available Guard personnel have been activated, with reinforcements flown in from across the state and even neighboring regions. This marks what may be the largest coordinated emergency response Alaska has seen in decades, as teams mobilize rapidly to provide critical support and restore order in affected communities. Governor Dunleavy's disaster declaration has unlocked vital state resources, enabling a massive relief effort focused on delivering clean water, food, and restoring electricity. Emergency shipments of supplies are arriving daily, ensuring that basic needs are met for those displaced by the disaster. The State Emergency Operations Center is coordinating efforts around the clock, tracking developments and dispatching help where it's needed most. Non-profits like the Red Cross and Salvation Army are on the ground, providing hot meals, temporary shelter, and emotional support to families who have lost everything. Relief teams face immense logistical challenges as they travel by boat, helicopter, and on foot to reach remote villages cut off by floodwaters. Despite damaged roads and harsh conditions, their determination brings hope and comfort to devastated communities across rural Alaska. The coalition of state, federal, and non-profit groups is working urgently and seamlessly together, sharing resources and expertise to stabilize the region and lay the groundwork for long-term recovery. Aid is arriving steadily, but the road to recovery will be long and challenging. Many families face months of rebuilding and uncertainty ahead. Yet, the spirit of solidarity is strong as Alaskans rally together, volunteering, supporting neighbors, and proving that even in the darkest times, their resilience and compassion shine through. As the initial shock fades and the reality of devastation sets in, questions about the future and the growing threat of climate change grow louder in every conversation. People wonder how their lives will change, and what challenges lie ahead for their families and communities. Leaders and scientists point to warming oceans and shrinking sea ice as key factors making storms like Halong more frequent, more unpredictable, and far more intense than in the past. The landscape itself is changing before their eyes. Yet, amid the widespread wreckage and uncertainty, the resilience and determination of Western Alaska's people shines through, stronger than ever. Neighbors come together to share what little they have, supporting each other through trauma, loss, and the daunting task of starting over. Acts of compassion become daily lifelines. Recovery will be long and difficult, but hope arrives with every helicopter, every delivery of supplies, and every act of kindness from both near and far. The immediate focus is survival, finding shelter, food, and safety, but the ultimate goal is to rebuild homes, restore vital infrastructure, and reclaim a sense of security and normalcy for the future. The people of Western Alaska will not face this fight alone. With unity, courage, and support from across the region, they are determined to rise again, no matter the odds.